It's a nice little walk. Just going back to the car now. Yeah man, a little bit out of breath. Getting to the top of that hill. Yeah, I'm in Dovedale today. It's the first time I've walked around a bit of it. Yeah, it's nice around here. Yeah man, you just need to get out sometimes, don't you? Let's get in the countryside and just disappear for a couple of hours. Just hope I'm coming back the same track I came. Got some snooker. Boy. Yeah, this is it. Jeez. Right, I need to get over there. Somehow. Boy. Jeez, you hear me heavy breathing? Bloody hell. Let me take a breather. Whew. Something there, sheep. Yeah. I was listening to this Chinese guy the other day, and he was talking about the misunderstanding of that yin-yang symbol. And he said it doesn't actually mean balance. He said it means flow. He said there's nothing actually balanced. He said the symbol, if you look at the symbol, it's just a snapshot of motion. So it's a continuous flux. That's what it's trying to tell you. So it said like night and day, good, evil, all the opposites. He said they're not battling each other. They said they're just fluxing one into the other and back again continuously, because they're all one and the same. You know, just on different wavelengths of the same actual thing. Long wavelength, short wavelength, infrared, ultraviolet. So it's just the same thing. And he said that's where Westerners make the mistake. Because it says it's like the inception of a Persian fort that came in how many centuries after the Tao Jing was written out. Because it said Chinese people who actually study it they don't view it like that. It's just flux. Death is life, life is death. It just transitions into the other continuously. Alright guys, he said that's where that yin yang system first started to appear. But anyhow, so he says if you look at the yin yang, the white part's got a little black dot in it, which is the seed of the opposite, and the black part has got a little white dot, which is the seed of the opposite, showing you that one's always there, waiting. It's like when you're going on a journey. You're not actually going on a journey when you think about it that way. You're actually ending the journey, because it's just a countdown to the finish, isn't it? You start the journey, and the minute you start the journey, it's inevitable you're coming to the end. So it's just a countdown. So in essence, you're doing everything backwards, but the illusion is going forwards. We're actually going backwards. You don't need to be frowning at me, guys. I'm not hungry yet. Yeah, so I started to meditate it for a while last night. You start to have a completely different view of life when you look at it that way. Because it was going through the Chinese writing concerning the subject, and it was like pinpointing out certain words and what they mean, and the slight subtle variations to how Westerners have taken it. Like I say, balance. He says flux, so it's not static, it's flow. You'll find this in like most older languages. They're more tackle the spirit of form, what's behind the form, the actual movement. Form's just the outside shell, which gives the appearance, which is the illusion. It's a sign, isn't it? All forms are signs, ultimately. And reality is beyond the physical. Like in Hebrew, I forgot the name for a hill. When I was looking at it, it's either a hill or a mountain. And when you look at the word, it means something which is actually growing out from amongst the ground. So there's movement there, there's spirit there. But like in the English, it's just a mountain, it's just a dead outside form. So it's just like concentrating on the outside instead of the inside. It's fascinating stuff. Yeah, man, I need to book up my ideas and get one of these languages sorted out, so I can like go deep into the literature. Because you're always having to take people's translations, you know, which is okay, you know, but you might not always get the proper translation sometimes. It all depends on the translator, doesn't it? It's always better to do it yourself. But yeah, we'll get there. But yeah, I thought it was interesting what we were saying. We're just breaking stuff down. That's why you always need to study. You always have to update what you're studying, because there's always more. You never have it all. There's too much knowledge. You'll be there until your dying day, and you won't get it. You know, you'll just be like more degrees ahead of where you got started, which is good. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about steps, constantly taking them steps, getting higher and higher on that spiral staircase So you can always look down from where you came, from a higher level, you know, more awareness. Yeah, you got to constantly study. Yeah, that's where I'm coming from today, that square hilltop there. You always look at these little mounds and you think to yourself, yeah, I'll get up there in 20 minutes. Nah. Nah. About an hour and a half's gone. A couple of hours. Oh, it's wonderful out here. I love the countryside. Lovely fresh air. Away from all the hustle and bustle of everything. You can just let the turbulent waters from your mind just subside for a couple of hours. You need it, man. You need it every so often. Life's too rushed. Even now, I could have done with a few more hours out here, but I've got to get back to finish the shopping. See, there's always something to do. Oh my God. Yeah, you got to make the most of things, man. Time waits for no one. Like I say, death is already seeded in life. You're just on a countdown. You started your journey. You're just going towards the end of your journey. It's just a countdown, man. I look at my dad now. My dad's starting to struggle to walk just down to the corner shop, man. And it's just throwing that reality of mortality in your face all over again. You know, you start thinking about endings and stuff. And what's life all about really, and all of this? Gets you philosophizing again about everything. Final goodbyes, endings. Why are they so final? Why does it have to be so final? I think that's what hurts. The finality of a certain level of existence, which there's no coming back from. It's kind of hard to take. It's a bitter pill to swallow. I got to admit it. Very bitter pill. That's why in Freemasonry we concentrate on that skull. You know, sometimes bring Brother B out. And just concentrate on it, the finality. Because that's where we're all heading. But it's good though, it's good to contemplate it. Which way is the best way here? It's good to contemplate it from time to time. Keeps you grounded. Keeps you focused on the things that really matter instead of getting too attached to the material. Because you've always got that timer in your mind. You know, you're on a stopwatch ultimately in your life. You've got to make things count. So what's really important to you? You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be morbid. You don't need to let yourself get carried away in the emotion of loss. when you're thinking about the skull representing mortality, or the skull and crossbones, you don't need to get all emotional about it. You just need to look at it without the emotion, so the reality of it starts to sink in. You start to get more lessons out of it. You start to squeeze more out of it. So like last week, I had a little walk around the cemetery. I know that sounds morbid, doesn't it? But you know, sometimes it's good to be amongst the dead. Just walking around the cemetery. Oh, someone in a parachute gliding. Look at that. Would I have a go at that? I don't know, you know. It looks fun, but if one thing goes wrong, boy, you'll have a headache, mate. But that looks fun, though, I can't lie. But yeah, I was walking around a graveyard. Silent, peaceful. And while I was walking around, I seen some gravestones of people that I actually knew, that I didn't even know was buried in that particular graveyard. You know, it just makes things real. I mean, I was walking past this one particular headstone, because some of the headstones, I've got photographs on them etched into the headstone. And it was one of my old friends who I used to play football with back in the day, when we were teenagers. He met in an accident about 16 years ago. And it was just kind of shocking just to bump into his headstone and just like see his face there. You know, one minute you're having a laugh, enjoying each other's company, thinking you got all the time in the world. You think life's going to last forever when you're that age. But next minute now, I'm walking past him and he's 6 foot under. I got to admit, I had a little knot in my throat, thinking about him. Yeah, man. Hello. Yeah. And then a couple of my dad's old friends who used to come round the house. I walked past their gravestone and, you know, brought back a lot of joyful memories from my childhood, you know, and remembering, you know, the fun we used to have all together. And my dad used to take us to the pub and all that, and his friends, and we used to have all a great laugh together and stuff. And then again, they're there in their eternal destination, headstones over the grave, 6 feet under. But after all of that, and you sit down and you think about it, and one day that's going to be you, inevitably. You can't escape it. It kind of gives you a calm. It takes the fear away from life. Things that you might not endeavour to take on, and I'm not going to do that because I'm fighting with this and that, and you think to yourself, well, how long do you think you got? You might as well do it anyway. So it makes you more peaceful, makes you more fearless. Oh, if I do this I might die. But you're going to die anyway. You know. So the more you think about it, the more peaceful you get, the more fearless you get. Fearless as in courageous, not in recklessness. Recklessness is stupidity. courageousness is divine. You try things even though you're fearful of them, and you overcome your fear through effort, pain and growth. You get more out of life that way. You expand your circumference of movement because you elongate your diameter of thought instead of being constricted and atrophied with fear. The diameter grows with courage. So basically, overall, you have a more enjoyable, expanded life. That's why I contemplate mortality. That's why I do it. That's why we do it as Masons as well. And in other philosophies, they all do the same thing, because all philosophies are the same ultimately. It's just how you understand them. Everything's got its mortality contemplation somewhere along the line. Okay, how long have I got? It's about 25 minutes. Have I got time to walk round Ilam? See if I can squeeze it in. Yeah, you need to get out of here. Well, not out of here, I mean get out in here is what I meant to say. Yeah, Dovedale, it's nice.